take kind permission and comments.
Right. Very good morning, Dr. Rajendra Singh, and welcome to the webinar, sir. With your kind permission, can we start with it? Respected sir, with your kind permission, can we start? Namaskar.
Yes, you can start.
Thank you so much, sir. Rishikesh, please.
With kind permission. Very good.
Rishikesh, sorry, but your audio is not
Good
clear.
morning to one and all. Am I audible, ma'am? Am I audible?
Yes, please go on. Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Very good morning to one and all. I, Rishikesh Singh Fauzdar, Assistant Professor, School of Law, Sarda University, would like to thank you for joining us for observing International Environmental Day organized by Center for Excellence in Environmental Law, School of Law. As we know that we are living in harmony with nature and protecting biodiversity has been at the center of Indian ethos and culture. On World Environmental Day, as a whole while fighting against COVID-19, we all should reform our commitment to work with the global community for the sustainable development. As we know ourselves with the theme 47th of World Environmental Day 2021 have observing with the theme of ecosystem restoration. That means ecosystem restoration means undergoing to damages caused to the environment by the human on saved earth, as tackling the climate change and the loss of a species in crucial restoration of ecosystem. Today we have one of the renowned today speakers, Dr. Avdej Pratap sir, and before call up these excellent resource person, I would just introduce about the brief introduction about them. Dr. Avdej Pratap sir is one of the senior advisor or what we call water management of legal affairs, or he is the member of a group inter legal aspects under task Ministry of Water Resource, River Development and Ganga Revitalization Government of India. Apart from that, he is an international water law or management constitutional law expert. He is also visiting professor of IIT BHU and IIT Roorkee and NCGG of Munsuri. Now, second speaker we have as a chief guest, Professor Rajendra Singh sir. Is one of the Indian water conservationist and environmentalist from the Alwar district. He belongs to the Alwar district of Rajasthan. Also, he is known by another name, Waterman of India. He won the Magsaysay Award in year 2001 and Stockholm Water Prize in 2015. He ran an NGO called Tarun Bharat Sangh, which was founded in 1975. Apart from that, there is one NGO based in village Hori Vikampura in Rajasthan near Sarika Tiger Reserve. He has also instrument in fighting slow bureaucracy, mining lobbies, and help villagers take charges of the water management in their semi-arid areas, as in the lies close to the Thar desert in Rajasthan. Through the use of rainwater storage tanks, check dams, and other time-tested as well as a path-breaking techniques of the. He also play very vital role for the stopping of conversion or hydro power project over the headstream of the Ganga River in 2016. Apart from that, he sir has awarded various honors and award like Jaman Lal Bajaj Award for application of science and technology in rural area development. In 2018, Guardian named him among the list of the 15 people who could save the planet. In 2015, he also won the Stock Water Prizes as an award known as the Nobel Prize of Water. Recently, 2016, he was vested with the EMSA Award by Institute of Genealogy based on the UK. Now, I would like to our Dean sir for the welcome address. Request to Professor Pradeep Kulseswar sir, the Dean of the school, Sarda University, to welcome to the distinguished dignitaries. Sir, please, now to you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rishikesh and Dr. Lipika. It's my proud privilege and an honor to welcome Chief Guest, Honorable Dr. Rajendra Singh, world-renowned water conservationist and environmentalist, also well known as Waterman of India. He is awarded by Raman Magsaysay Award and various other awards, as Dr. Rishikesh has pointed out. We are so proud of his accomplishments, and as we know, since last more than 30 years, he is working in the field of arid Rajasthan and neighboring Madhya Pradesh and other areas, and he has been successful in reviving so many rivers and bringing back water to the villages, which is ensuring life and livelihood of hundreds of people. We are so proud of his accomplishments, and what best can be the day to celebrate his achievements as to call him as the chief guest on this occasion. As we know, we are celebrating World Environmental Day, and environment we are seeing in this COVID situation that how environment can play havoc if we are not careful with the various side effects of development at the cost of environment. We have seen oxygen supply was so scarce, people were dying because of oxygen, and we understood the value of water and plants. So I'm sure after this webinar, our participants, dear students and learned faculty and other dignitaries will take a pledge to ensure that we as country, we as a nation are conserving water and securing good future for our future generations. And I am also happy to submit that India is one of the country in the world which has been successful in increasing the forest cover over years, but there is a requirement of more. As we know, the population is increasing by every year. At the time of independence, we were close to 30 crore. Now we are 1.3 billion nation, and rivers are drying and water table is going down. We know certain agriculture, like especially paddy in Punjab and Western UP, is taking a lot of groundwater. Even sugarcane, it is also creating a lot of water issues. So we have to understand the fine points, and we have to go for sustainable development, so that, as Gandhiji used to tell, that we are trustee of the resources. We have to hand over these resources to the future generation. So I am so happy, and I welcome our chief guest, Dr. Rajendra Singh, on my personal behalf and on behalf of the management, faculty, non-teaching staff, students and participants. We are so thankful, sir, for you that you have spared your valuable time, and I am sure we will take some opportunity in future and visit you in Alwar and do some Shramdan with you. That will be the real, joining hands with your coach. I also take this opportunity to welcome my very dear friend, Dr. Avdesh Pratap. He is also doing wonderful job in the area of water conservation, and he is taking out his precious time, and going to various places to ensure that people get aware about the water issues. Otherwise, the day is not far. We will have, Cape Town in India. There are many cities in India which are forecasted to have zero water day, starting from Bangalore. And I have seen in 1980s the situation in Bangalore and Chennai, that one bucket water is to be given to us to survive for whole day. We have to ensure that we save the resources, precious resources. And in this regard, I am sure today's webinar will go a long way. The School of Law, Sharda University, occasionally and very regularly rather, celebrates all these days to ensure awareness among students and faculty, so that we can carry forward this word to the society. And as a society, as a community, we ensure that we are going on a path of sustainable development, not destructive development. Thank you very much once again, sir, for sparing your valuable time. In future, we shall invite you to the campus so that we can have one-to-one interaction with the future of this country. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Now I would like to invite Dr. Avdesh Pratap sir to share his views with us, sir. Avdesh Pratap sir, please.
Very good. Okay, thank you very much. Very good morning to all. I am lucky to see my brother, Dr. Rajendra Singh, today. I participate many conferences with him regularly. And when we are talking about World Environment Day, the first system of degrading environment was started immediate after Second World War. And India got independent at the same time, almost after Second World War in 1947. And development process had been started in India, and industrialization installed in a rapid way. First 3 5-year plans emphasized on industrial development by Pandit Nehru. And the world was in the process of reconstruction after Second World War. Then immediately in the decade of 50s, 60s, and 70s, the worst condition grown regarding environment, and at the same time, first time, world community had been taken a serious note about environment degradation, and they joined hands together to tackle the problem at international level with joint hands. And Stockholm Conference 1972 was done, and so many principles and treaties and legislation had been brought to tackle the problem. But it was not proved sufficient to tackle the problem, because degradation continues gradually and increase gradually after 72 as well. And at the same time, after 80s, my brother Rajendra Singh started a very good job in this field. And in 1992, Earth Summit developed the principle of sustainable development. And there are 3 principles which had been developed under sustainable development to tackle the problem of environment protection. That is, first, precautionary principle, second is polluter pays principle, and third is intergeneration equity. In our ancient texts like Vedas and other texts, this system of intergeneration equity is found in each and every text, like Gita, like Mahabharata, like Ramayana, Vedas, and everywhere. And in the philosophy of Gautam Buddha and Mahavir Jain, Jio or Jeene Do and Ahimsa are closely linked with intergeneration equity. Basically, when we are talking about environment degradation and installation of an industry, then under the principle of sustainable development, first precautionary principle is taken care of. That it means that when any industry is established in an area, the impact of environment degradation must be calculated and precautions must be taken to minimize the environment degradation. Second is polluter pays. If industry harm the area, then it is duty of industry to ensure the original condition and to work to regenerate the system, and the payment must be done by the industry. It is polluter pays principle. And the third one is basically intergeneration equity, that we must use our natural resources so wisely that it must remain for future generations. This is the principle of sustainable development. And this theme of this year of World Environment Day is reimagine, recreate, restore. when we are talking about reimaging, then UN expect from governments, industries, and any other establishment to reimagine the new procedures that and planning and other system to develop in the manner that the sustainable development principle must be ensured. Recreate means recreate new ways, basically new environment friendly ways to live our life, and it is our duty to live our life in environment friendly manner. And third one is restore. Basically, the situation which is worst environment degradation must be restored, meaning thereby the worst situation must be restored to its original position or close to its original position. And the most important example in the system restore, Rajendra Singh Bhai started a very good step in 2008 when he filed a PIL to restore the Yamuna river bed and floodplain against construction of Khelgaon, but the Delhi High Court rejected the PIL, and Supreme Court, so Delhi High Court allowed the PIL, and Supreme Court declined with the statement that the event is very important, and this time it is very difficult to change the site for the government, and this is a very, very bad decision taken by Supreme Court in Rajendra Bhai case. Otherwise, restoration system was started to initiate by Government of India with the efforts of Rajendra Singh since 2008. But in 2021, we are not able to, we are not in process to restore our system. And the basic restoration is necessary, which was initiated by Rajendra Singh in Yamuna case. It is must with Yamuna, Ganga, and each and every important river of the country to survive the river. Because in Shiv Puran, when the condition, the situation is given, when Lord Shiva released Ganga to earth, then it enormous flood was there. Then he changed the system and allow Ganga river with his heirs. And in original situation, floodplain is mentioned as heirs of Lord Shiva. And dense forestation on the floodplain, when flood come in rainy season, water flow with floodplain between and from the trees, then tree store groundwater, and flow is minimized so that the fresh water of rain is not able to move to the sea very rapidly and in enormous amount. The most of the amount of water will receive by earth through floodplain trees, dense forestation. And without doing that, Rajendra Singh is working towards this, and I am with him. Without doing that process, we cannot able to save our rivers. Our rivers will die definitely within 30-40 years if this restoration system is not going on. And after that, when we are talking about environment degradation and environment protection, our government, basically government of each and every country, failed to tackle the problem only by legislation, because this is socio-legal problem. It cannot be tackled by only legislation and implementation of legislation, because without our partnership and without our cooperation, environment degradation cannot be tackled. It is our duty to work or to live in environment friendly manner. And in India, from 1976 till date, Indian higher judiciary play a proactive role except Rajendra Singh's case, it was badly decided by Supreme Court. But I think most of the cases was done very brilliantly by Supreme Court, and environment protection and pollution control will be tackled in very well manner by our higher judiciary. Otherwise, our legal system and our legislation are not sufficient enough to tackle the problem of environment protection. And this time also, in present day scenario, it is very difficult to tackle the problem of environment with only legislation and legislative control. It without judicial control and without our partnership and cooperation, this goal cannot be achieved. If my time is left, I was given 15-minute time, then I want to elaborate some more. Otherwise, platform is open for my brother Rajendra Singh. Mr. Pargi, I am allowed to speak more, or I should stop?
Dr. Saab, you can take 5 minutes more to wind up.
Okay. Now I want to give some important cases by which principle of sustainable development, precautionary principle, is adopted in our Indian system in well-known citizen case. And polluter pays principle was first time implemented by a case Vijay Singh Punia versus State of Rajasthan. When industry is ordered by Supreme Court to pay to regenerate the ecosystem of the area which was harmed by the industry. And in one more case, intergeneration equity by in Sachidanand Pandey and MC Mehta case, it was adopted in our judicial, in our system. And one more doctrine was originated in India and was accepted by world community and international community, that is principle of absolute liability. It was initiated by Indian judiciary in a case Sriram Food and Fertilizer by way of PIL filed by MC Mehta versus Union of India, and Justice P.N. Bhagwati rejected the 160-year-old principle of strict liability. And by
टाइम मत बर्बाद कराया करे नहीं तो
हेलो
इतना टाइम मेरे पास नहीं
हाँ रायन भाई ओके हेलो
Yes, Dr. Avdesh, you may wind up.
Okay, I already told okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for such a wonderful words on the sustainable development. Now I would like to call upon Professor Rajendra sir for share his views, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah. Pragati, you may call sir's office. One second. डॉक्टर अवधेश,
Yes.
आप जो वाइंड अप करना चाहते हैं बता दीजिए. सर गॉट सम अर्जेंट कॉल फ्रॉम समवेयर, तो ही जस्ट जॉइनिंग.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, I was talking about principle of absolute liability, doctrine of absolute liability, which was developed by Indian Supreme Court in a case, Sriram Food and Fertilizer, and it is popularly and by way of a PIL filed by MC Mehta, and Justice P.N. Bhagwati rejected the 160-year-old principle of absolute liability, of strict liability, and initiate and originate one more important liability, that is absolute principle of absolute liability. No defense is there to wrongdoer in that particular liability, and it was proved a boon in case of environment degradation at international level. And international legislation system adopted this principle of absolute liability, and more importantly, Bhopal gas disaster case was resolved and decided by Supreme Court by the help of this new doctrine of absolute liability. And after that, a very important principle was adopted in our legal system, which was adopted in again one important case, MC Mehta versus Kamal Nath, and it Supreme Court decided the adopted the doctrine of public trust and decided that government is trustee of natural resources and not the owner of the natural resources. This is proved very important landmark condition in case of pollution control and environment
Hello?
degradation. Hello.
Dr. Avdesh, sir is joining.
Yeah.
And he has to leave for some urgent work. So we will give him opportunity as he joins.
Okay.
Or rather, we can wait for him to join and address.
Hello.
He's just coming in 5 minutes.
Okay. I must continue.
You can wind up in 1 or 2 minutes so that sir can start.
Okay. And after that, in the era of environmental jurisprudence, the first case is which is considered as first case of development of environment jurisprudence in the era of development of environment jurisprudence is MC Mehta versus Kamal Nath.
Dr. Avdesh, we can hear you
Yes.
after sir's speech.
Okay, definitely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Avdesh sir. Now I would like to invite to Professor Rajendra Singh sir to share his views, sir. Please. Sir.
Honorable Chief Guest is just joining.
Sir has joined, Dean sir.
You can request Honorable Chief Guest to commence his Chief Guest address.
Rishikesh, please.
Yes, sir. Now I would like to invite Professor Rajendra Singh sir to share his views on environmental law, sir. Please. Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
Rajendra. Yes, sir.
Yes,
please.
you are audible.
Sir.
Please
I
wait.
think
Sir is
yes,
joining.
sir.
So there
जी
was
जी
some technical issue.
जी sir.
Pragati, you may help Tarun to with connectivity. We can see video of Honorable Chief Guest, but audio is giving some issue, perhaps.
Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, thank you. My dear friends, now आज हम विश्व पर्यावरण दिवस मनाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और पर्यावरण के कानून जानने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। कानून बिना डिसिप्लिन के नहीं एग्जीक्यूट होता। जब हम डिसिप्लिन होते हैं तब कानून इफेक्टिव और एग्जीक्यूट होता है। नहीं तो देश में, दुनिया में बहुत अच्छे कानून बने हैं पर उनका एग्जीक्यूशन ठीक नहीं होता, इसलिए पर्यावरण की बर्बादी हो रही है। ये जो पर्यावरण की बर्बादी है, ये यदि हम मोटे तौर पे जानने की कोशिश करें तो हमारा लाइफ में नेचर के साथ जो रिश्ता था, वी हैव ए ग्रेट रिलेशनशिप विद नेचर। नेचर को हम भगवान मानते थे। भगवान मीन्स भय से भूमि, गैस से गगन, वैसे वायु, ऐसे अग्नि और नैसे नीर। ये जो 5 एलिमेंट्स हैं, ये ही भारतीयों की वैदिक काल तक भगवान थे। कोई भगवान पत्थर में, मूर्ति में, गिरजाघर में, गुरुद्वारे में और मंदिर में नहीं रहता था, वो इंसानों में रहता था। इंसानों को और नेचर को क्रिएट करने वाले को हम भगवान कहते थे। और जब तक वी क्लियरली आइडेंटिफाई टू अवर भगवान, तब तक हम नीर, नारी और नदी को नारायण मानकर उसका सम्मान करते थे। नीर माने वाटर, नारी माने नेचर, नदी माने फ्लो, फ्लो ऑफ लॉ, फ्लो ऑफ कल्चर, फ्लो ऑफ spiritual, religion, economic, all flow related to the river. आज हम नदी से, प्रकृति से और जल से दूर हो रहे हैं, इसलिए बहुत सारे कानून बने, बहुत सारे में लड़कर जीते गए, पर नेचर को ठीक का काम इफेक्टिवली तब होता है जब हम आगे बढ़ते हैं। राजस्थान के लोगों ने किस तरह से ये जो वाटर मैनेजमेंट करके क्लाइमेट चेंज और ग्लोबल वार्मिंग का अडेप्टेशन और मिटिगेशन करके पूरी दुनिया के कानून बदलवाए। 2015 से पहले पूरी दुनिया में वाटर इज ए क्लाइमेट और क्लाइमेट इज ए वाटर, नोबडी से। हमने 2015 में पेरिस एग्रीमेंट में, COP21 में ये डिसाइड कराया कि वाटर इज क्लाइमेट, क्लाइमेट इज वाटर। यदि आप इसको नहीं मानेंगे तो हम पेरिस एग्रीमेंट का बहिष्कार करेंगे। हम पूरी दुनिया के 60,000 लोग, 60,000 people gathered before the COP21 2015, SDG 2015, and I can say we are win, and finally UN accept this, and after the acceptation this we start, because we have a great experience of Rajasthan. In Rajasthan, people is displaced without water and disaster. Today, the third world water war is coming because due to the scarcity of water, people is displacing. Displacement is continue in Africa and Central Western Asian countries. ये जो लोगों का विस्थापन है पानी के संकट के कारण, क्लाइमेट चेंज के कारण, अब जब अफ्रीका और सेंट्रल वेस्टर्न एशियन कंट्रीज के लोग वाटर स्कैर्सिटी के कारण, क्लाइमेट चेंज की चैलेंज के कारण मूव करके यूरोप जाते हैं, तो यूरोप के शहरों में उनको क्लाइमेटिक रिफ्यूजी कहते हैं। फॉर्चुनेटली अभी इंडियंस को क्लाइमेट रिफ्यूजी नहीं कहा जाता, अभी इंडियंस को इकोनॉमिक रिफ्यूजी कहा जाता है, क्योंकि इंडियंस वहां जाके उनकी इकोनॉमी बढ़ाते हैं और अपने लिए भी कुछ अर्निंग करते हैं। तो इंडियंस को जब तक आप क्लाइमेट रिफ्यूजी नहीं कहेंगे, जब तक कि इंडिया के पास पानी है, जब तक इंडिया के पास क्लाइमेटिक रिफ्यूजी का टाइटल उनको ना मिले, सारे जीवन ना मिले, यदि भारत अपने आप को पानीदार बना सके। नहीं तो यदि ऐसा नहीं हुआ तो भारत अगले 4-5 सालों में क्लाइमेटिक रिफ्यूजी होगा, क्योंकि हमारा वाटर स्कैर्सिटी बहुत तेजी से हो रहा है, फ्लड बहुत इंक्रीज हो रहा है, ड्राउट एंड फ्लड बोथ साइमल्टेनियसली इंक्रीजिंग। तो ये जो फ्लड और ड्राउट है, ये यू कैन सी माई स्लाइड्स, मेरी स्लाइड आप देख पा रहे हैं?
यस सर।
जी सर।
ओके। सो प्रॉब्लम ये है कि मॉडर्न इंजीनियरिंग और टेक्नोलॉजी ने हमें केवल एक्सट्रैक्शन एक्सप्लॉयटेशन की टेक्नोलॉजी और इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ाई है। उसके कारण भारत में 72% अंडरग्राउंड एक्यूफर ओवरड्राफ्ट हो गए हैं, हाईली एक्सट्रीमली वाटर स्ट्रेस एरिया हो गए हैं, और हमारे असली रिजर्व बैंक आरबीआई हमारे अंडरग्राउंड एक्यूफर हैं। इन अंडरग्राउंड एक्यूफर्स को यदि आप केवल डिस्चार्ज करते चले जाएंगे, डूइंग कंटिन्यू डिस्चार्ज, and you are not recharging the aquifer, so your real RBI, असली वाटर बैंक, असली रिजर्व वाटर बैंक हमारा धरती के अंदर के एक्यूफर्स हैं, उनको हमें भरना होगा, उनको रिचार्ज करना होगा। हमारे गांव के लोगों ने उन्हें रिचार्ज किया, क्योंकि ये जो कन्फाइंड वर्टिकल फ्रैक्चर्स हैं और अनकन्फाइंड मिक्स फ्रैक्चर्स हैं, उनको हमने जानकर अंडरग्राउंड एक्यूफर्स को रिचार्ज करने का काम किया। उसके कारण हमारी जो रिवर बेसिन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, उसने सारे अंडरग्राउंड एक्यूफर्स को समझकर उनको रिचार्ज करके अपना एक तरफ कंजर्वेशन एंड दूसरी तरफ डिसिप्लिन यूज ऑफ वाटर। आई कैन से वन वर्ड फॉर योर यूनिवर्सिटी. If your university really thinking about the better common future, so you can start the skill development in efficient use of water. If you are not doing skill development and efficient use of water, so your university facing the problem for water. Yes, you have the university headquarter in now on a दोआबा, गंगा यमुना के दोआबे के बीच में, बट ये जो भूजल के भंडार हैं, ये खाली हो जाएंगे और इनको भरने के लिए हमें जो आज का यूथ है उसका इन्वॉल्वमेंट बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. बिकॉज हु इज द अबव 60, हाउ मच दे आर alive, but the youth alive more 80 year, 60 year, so they need more water. So they take responsibility for the recharging the underground aquifer, and they make a prosperous water bank. So it is a possible with natural engineering and science with sense and engineering and technology with consciousness and with concern of nature. यदि हम इस इंजीनियरिंग, प्रौद्योगिकी और अभियांत्रिकी को संवेदनाओं के साथ उपयोग करेंगे तो आप पानीदार बन सकते हैं. और यदि इंजीनियरिंग और मॉडर्न इंजीनियरिंग और टेक्नोलॉजी से जो इक्वेशन और कैलकुलेशन बेस है उस पे काम करेंगे तो आपका केवल फिजिकल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट होगा, बट नेचर की एंगरनेस बढ़ेगी. दोस्तों, हमारे लोगों ने more than 150 type of the design they are using. They give the respect to the geocultural diversity and give the water bodies. So where the natural depression, they make a concave structure, where the gentle slope, they make a straight structure, and where the steep slope, they make a convex design dams. Due to these design and respect to the underground aquifer, we create only 11,800 dam without any support of an government, and we not take any support from any corporate. Only by the community mobilization, we create 11,800 dam and more than 250,000 wells recharge, जिसके कारण 17 लाख लोग वापस अपनी जमीन पर आकर खेती करने लगे. You can see the contracts. When I start the work, the all Aravalli Barren from Himmatnagar to Delhi Ridge, the all 28,000 mines is going there. But I fight the case in Supreme Court in 1991, Tarun Bharat Sangh versus Government of India, and we win that case. 28 mines in the Aravalli region completely stopped. In the first order, 462 mines is stopped, and next order, the continuously in 1996, all mines is stopped, and the government make a rule, make an act. 7th May 92 notification, you can see the all Aravalli mines is stopped, never do the mining in the Aravalli. So this is a big change, and you can see before this river is dry and dead, now this river is flowing full year. You know, this is the indigenous knowledge system without modern engineering and technology. But the modern advanced technology do the impact study. National Remote Sensing Center, Hyderabad. He showed the difference of the impact. What they write, this is a very big report, but one line I can read. Immense increase in vegetation is clearly visible in the region. दोस्तों, जब आपको बुखार चढ़ता है तो आप पैरासिटामोल खाते हैं, माथे पर पानी की पट्टी रखते हैं और कमरे में जाके आराम करते हैं. धरती का बुखार, जिसको ग्लोबल वार्मिंग कहते हैं, इस बुखार को ठीक करने के लिए भी हमें ग्रीनरी इंक्रीज करने के लिए वाटर रिचार्ज बढ़ाना पड़ेगा, सॉइल में मॉइस्चर करना पड़ेगा. और इस सॉइल मॉइस्चर के कारण हमारा इलाके में धरती का बुखार उतर गया मौसम का मिजाज सुधर गया। इसको कहते हैं ग्लोबल वार्मिंग एंड क्लाइमेट चेंज मिटिगेशन एंड एडेप्टेशन। ये काम हमने एक गांव से शुरू किया था, विलेज लेवल से। रिवर बेसिन इंस्टीट्यूशंस बनाए और रिवर बेसिन कानून बनाए। द लॉ ऑन द विलेज लेवल एंड लॉ ऑफ द बेसिन लेवल, and due to that my river parliament make a rule and linking crop pattern with rain pattern and stop erosion and silting, groundwater recharge and efficient use of water. Due to that, you can see the women before going 9 kilometers far away for drinking water. Now the drinking water near the village. Before this type of the scenario, erosion, and now the very good agriculture. Now we grow water and food, and you can see the impact of this. Whole at this 28 years before, when I start the work, the all Aravalli barren and my working area of TBS under the red heat. बादल तो आते थे हमारे गांव में, पर बरसते नहीं थे। वो रूठ कर चले जाते थे कहां हम नहीं जानते। जब बादल रूठते थे तो हमारा बेटा और बेटे की बहू भी रूठ कर दिल्ली चले गए थे। दोस्तों, पहले ये अरेबियन सी से जब सूरज की लाल गर्मी पड़ती थी तो अरेबियन सी के पानी को डिसैलिनेट करके H2O में बदल के, जिसे हम क्लाउड कहते हैं, वो क्लाउड हमेशा ग्रीन हीट की तरफ आता है। और जैसे ही ये ग्रीन हीट की तरफ आता है और फिर यदि वहां रेड हीट, मैनमेड रेड हीट है, तो वो बादल आगे निकल जाता है। लेकिन बादल तो हरियाली के ऊपर बरसता है, पर मेरा एरिया रेन शैडो रीजन था, ये एरो के नीचे था, यहाँ बादल बरसते नहीं थे। तो हमने ये वाटर बॉडीज बनाई और ये जो माइनिंग था, पूरी अरावली का माइनिंग लीगली फाइट करके बंद कराया। और फिर उसके बाद वाटर बॉडी बनने से तो बारिश नहीं आती, बारिश तो हरी जगह पर ही आती है। हमने उस पानी को अपनी वाटर बॉडीज में कलेक्ट किया और ये वाटर बॉडी पेरेनियल होने के बाद माइक्रो क्लाउड्स बने और इन माइक्रो क्लाउड्स ने मैक्रो क्लाउड्स को बुलाया। नाउ दे जॉइन एंड नाउ वेरी गुड रेन्स इन माय एरिया। सो धरती का चेहरा बदलने के लिए, धरती के साथ विद रेस्पेक्ट, विद जियो कल्चरल डाइवर्सिटी की रेस्पेक्ट, जब हम नेचर को करते हैं तो नेचर से लाल गर्मी गायब हो जाती है। हरी गर्मी, नीली गर्मी और पीली गर्मी जो क्लाइमेट चेंज को ठीक करने का काम करती है, वो हमारे इलाके में हुई। टेम्परेचर नीचे चला गया, कार्बन का सिक्वेस्ट्रेशन करने की प्रोसेस शुरू हुई और हमारा इलाका हरा भरा हो गया। दोस्तों, मैं आज बस इतना ही कहना चाहता हूँ। आपके कुछ सवाल हो तो ज़रूर मुझसे पूछ लीजिए। टाइम मैंने थोड़ा कम है मुझे, पर फिर भी यदि आपका कोई सवाल है तो ज़रूर पूछ सकते हैं। मैं आपकी सेमिनार के लिए, इस वेबिनार के लिए बधाई देता हूँ और मैं चाहूँगा कि ज़रा थोड़ा जब किसी मेहमान को बुलाएं तो उसके टाइम का ख्याल रखें। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Thank you so much.
We can have questions, few questions with the permission of Honorable Chief Guest.
Oh yes, you can ask.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your words with how to protect the water with a lot of contribution given by you to save our water. Now question, Deepika ma'am.
Respected sir, we are just waiting for the participants to write their questions. Meanwhile, may I ask you one thing, sir?
Yes.
How living in city we can help conserve water?
In the city, if you have your own house,
Ji sir.
the rains and clouds come every day in your house, and when the rains come, you conserve that water. You collect in a small water tank, or you recharge that water. So this is a very simple and natural engineering. How much rains coming in on your roof, and how much rains coming on your earth, so you can catch that water and you can use that water.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your response, sir. Rishikesh, do we have?
No, sir. I think.
I'll ask you one question, sir. Shahid Parvez wants to know what is your opinion regarding linking of all the rivers? Is it beneficial or not?
That is not beneficial. That is the real conspiracy of the big companies who is interested in the contact. So the linking of river is a conspiracy of the corporate driven democracy. If your country have a corporate driven democracy, so you are thinking about the linking of river. और यदि आपकी पीपल्स डेमोक्रेसी है तो वो नदी जोड़ नहीं, लिंकिंग ऑफ रिवर नहीं, लिंकिंग ऑफ पीपल, हार्ट एंड ब्रेन विद रिवर. नो नीड ऑफ द लिंकिंग ऑफ रिवर. हमने 12 नदियों को जिंदा किया अपने 38 सालों में. 10,600 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर एरिया जहां कंप्लीटली डिस्प्लेस हो गए थे in semi-desert area of Rajasthan, the lowest rainfall there. So we can do that engineering and technology, make a water arrangement for you. So linking of river is a only interest for the big company. The big company, they are need a contact, big contact, so they can do the corruption and they do making pollution. The corruption and pollution, linking of river means linking of corruption and linking of pollution. मुझे मालूम है कि नदी जोड़ में कौन कंपनियां इंटरेस्टेड हैं, why they are interested. Okay, so the linking of river is not suitable for my country.
Thank you for your opinion on this, sir. Another question is, how can we protect loss of biodiversity? And how wetlands are affected?
Biodiversity and lakes and rivers, if you have some water in your eyes, so you have some water in your heart. If you have some water in your heart, so you give the respect to the lakes, rivers, and biodiversity of the region. But today, we lost the water in our eyes. No water. हमारी आंखों में पानी नहीं बचा है तो हम क्या लेक्स का पानी बचाएंगे? तो पहले हमारी आंखों में पानी चाहिए. आज हमारी आंखों में पानी नहीं है. हमारी आंखों में किसी गरीब को देख के पानी नहीं आता. तो जब हमारी आंखों में गरीब को देख के मरते हुए, कोरोना में बीमार होते हुए पानी नहीं आता, तो हम लेक में और नदी में पानी कैसे लाएंगे? ये बहुत बड़ी बातें हैं, बेकार की बातें हैं. ये देश बेपानी हो गया है. इस देश के लोगों की आंखों का पानी सूख गया है, मर गया है. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Guest. we are so fortunate to hear you, and we will request your company whenever university reopens to be with our student and faculty.
I request you, please, you make a visit here. Here is no COVID, no corona. It is a great forest, and you can enjoy with the forest, and you can enjoy with the open air. No AC, no cooler, but you feel everywhere in my campus, my ashram. Oh, everywhere is the AC and cooler without electricity. So please, you come, and Avdesh know the way of Tarun Bharat Sangh. So his responsibility, he take you and you come here.
We shall certainly come and do work with you, sir.
Okay,
Sir.
thank you very much.
सर जस्ट 2 मिनट,
Thank you.
1 मिनट दीजिए एक आखिरी सेंटेंस बोलने के लिए। जिस तरीके से
हाँ।
आपने समझाया सर, आज तक किसी ने नहीं समझाया। जो आपने बात करी धरती का बुखार, रूठे हुए बादल, यूथ की इन्वॉल्वमेंट, सर थैंक यू सो मच। पढ़ा बहुत था पर समझा आधा है शायद सबने।
चलो,
और
बहुत
आगे
बहुत धन्यवाद सर।
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
नमस्कार सर।
नमस्कार।
नमस्ते नमस्ते नमस्ते। ये अवधेश चला गया क्या?
नहीं है सर, वो इज देयर।
कहाँ है? दिख नहीं रहा ये।
म्यूट है शायद वो।
म्यूट कर रखा। चलिए ठीक, उनको कहिए कि वो आपको लेके आए।
श्योर सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच सर।
हेलो।
हाँ, आपको
हेलो।
याद कर रहे थे डॉक्टर साहब।
नहीं, मैं सुन रहा था।
ओके।
मैं इसलिए शांत था, मैंने कि जो है म्यूट कर लिया था, मैंने कि नहीं बोलने दे आराम से।
नहीं, बहुत अच्छा बोले और बहुत जोरा सबको।
हाँ हाँ, नहीं सर, मैं आप टाइम निकालिए, मैं आपको लेकर चलूंगा और वहीं पे रहना खाना सब होता है।
वेरी नाइस। नहीं, कुछ कार सेवा करेंगे सर के साथ। सर इतना
हाँ हाँ, वो भी हो जाएगा, लेकिन वहाँ बहुत अच्छा लगेगा, मैं अक्सर जाता हूँ।
हाँ, हम लोग चलेंगे सर।
हाँ,
बहुत
मैं sir, I am very active with him.
I know, sir.
Okay.
This was possible because of you only. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Before all of us leave,